Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Zurbuchen, we often characterize investments in basic scientific research as paying off in technical advances that will eventually impact our day-to-day lives here on Earth. Can you point to some recent examples of breakthroughs in the astrobiology field that have had that type of impact?
I am sure there are examples, and I will return with questions for the record. I can give you examples that I encountered just recently in astrophysics in general. For example, look at some of the mirrors that were developed for X-ray optics that relate to this research. Mirrors that are, of course, grazing incidence mirrors that are done at Marshall in Alabama. And these mirrors are subject of tremendous interest from the biomedical space because of the fact that, of course, we want to focus X-rays also in medical application and spin-outs of a variety of characters or foci can be formed with that. They're in negotiations right now, so there's not a big company right there. But we have ample ones of these, stories that are forming around our research, and that's also why we're so excited about it. I've been part of hundreds of startups in my previous job as an innovation leader at the university I worked before, and I really believe in it. But I will get back on good examples that are recent and are related to this.
Okay. Thank you. Any of the others care to comment on what you see coming from research in the next 3 to 5 years?
Could I just take a stab at that? I don't actually know practical things that come out in the next 3 to 5 years, but my colleague Sarah Seeger at MIT, who's an astronomer, sometimes calls the search for life the second Copernican revolution. And so Copernicus figured out that the Earth goes around the sun rather than vice versa. We are looking to see whether we're alone in the universe and whether life is common. And I'm not sure there were practical things that at the time that came out of the Copernican revolution, but nevertheless it changed mankind, and so could this search.
Might also point out in 1920, if you talk to physicists that are worried about quantum mechanics, and they themselves would have said there's absolutely no practical application of any of this, and now everybody carries quantum mechanics around in their pockets.
Well, we just had to march for science all over the world, and of course, a lot of people think there's only one answer to all scientists and all science, and that's whatever they think. And I remind them that until Galileo, 100% of the world's scientists swore the Earth was flat. And you have to ask those questions. You have to question what some consider as fact. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.